Yeah, if that was our main island and that save, that's not going nowhere. You see how all the bosses and everything is at the opposite side of the screen? That's not going to be okay, ever. So what we're doing right now is picking another one. We're resetting, we're restarting, all this is done. So you can see we can do a new island if we wanted. Replace one of those islands with a brand new one. Make it as big as you want. Blah, blah, blah. Edit an existing one. Or restart all of it. Randomizing the islands because it's a different map. I don't know. There's so many of them. The numbers are so many. Oh my goodness. We're going down. I can't take this. Get out. Oh, no, no. Can't let it happen. Every survival game starts with a plane crash or something like that. Always something. Never okay. Here we go. No! I'm gonna die. No! Splat. No. I'm Bionic Assassin. I hope you like and subscribe only if you want to, only if you're about that. I don't know why it sounds like we hit a tree when we hit the water. I'm not gonna get into that. Tom Hanks Simulator. We restarted Island Wonders. Wanderer Simulator. Just because. There was no hope there. Where we had set up, everything was so far away, all the bosses. Also, we're doing permadeath on this, so if anything does take us down in any way, it's over, dude. Save's gone. So the fun of this, it could end literally from dying from poison or anything else. So if we manage to make it to those bosses and they took us down, save would be gone. Just the way it is. Chilling. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, I'll get there one day. Or you can drive yourself. Just go do that. I hate doing voiceover for this. This is not the same as doing it while you play. This is annoying. Like, I was already mad when I started this episode, and then just made it worse. Having to do with this. Spend way more time editing this way. To me, it's not the same. It doesn't link up with what I'm doing, so it looks ridiculous. It looks stupid. It looks like a waste of time. And I apologize to all you for that. And most of my videos that are sometimes that way, and that's why I've been shortening them a lot. Trying not to just, bury you in nonsense play, honestly. That's not what I'm trying to do here. It's not why I do videos. I don't know, we lose sight sometimes of what we're doing because we're trying to do so much. And there's no clear path. So we either take a bunch of time off and don't do nothing about it, or try and change it up and it never really works. So sometimes it does, but not usually. We're just getting started. Dealing with, oh boy, we just started over again. Stop looking at your watch and do the right thing. Man, this is annoying. I'm sorry. That's just this. Here we go with this version of myself that I just really hate. Hate feeling like this. I hate being like this. Ugh. Well, this becomes a starter island, so the rules apply to this differently than just island hopping. So when we pick out a main island to live on, basically, it's exempt. So the whole point of the island hopper thing is to build whatever I can on that island with the available resources. Now, if it's one cloth, I can only use anything with one cloth. So I either gotta have the water still or a meat smoker. There's no in between. Now I said, The exception is the main island that I live on. I could build whatever I want on there. Bring to it, doesn't matter. If I say on the other island, there's one cloth. Okay, now I gotta choose between water still. Is there a bunch of animals there? If so, I need a smoker instead. It's hard to get water. I hate to leave island just to do that. So saying you gotta have a good setup on your base. And there's actually potatoes on this island already. So that's at least a fuel station area. Which means gas, means, later on. We already got a bunch of engine parts from this specific place too. It's like it wants this to be the place. So, I hate to kind of ruin what's coming up, but like I said, I'm a little irritated to start with, so I apologize. I don't want that to ruin the video, and it probably will. It takes so long to cut with this tiny knife. Well, if you made it through that madness, I congratulate you. If you can keep up with all that, it's wild, believe me. But anyways, I had to throw that in there. It's a nice little edit. Yeah, we're chilling over here in the shade, trying to not be overheating, and we realize right there, we keep looking at, is potatoes on the ground. We know that, and we're going to grab them in a minute. Those aren't yours. You stop running away with my potatoes. Right now. Oh, the Juke King of the Pacific. Oh my goodness, here we go. Juke Master of the ocean. This guy. He's the best. The Fade King of... Sorry. Just can't even go with it, unfortunately. Normally I'd keep that going, but see, that just shows the enthusiasm level as it is below zero. Like the game. It's just subpar, right? It's a good game, it's just subpar. I'm not talking about Stranded Deep, I'm talking about below zero. Anyways, enough about the official Subnautica 2. I found the in-game, the big freighter ship or whatever, it's over there. I'm actually using that as an arrow to point to it. So my starter island is going to straight point to that boat. Not that I can't see it in the horizon over there, but if I forget, it's that way. We know. And like I said earlier, we got a lot of the engine parts and all that from this island, so we technically just gotta find some duct tape, and I think we got a motor. We also gotta get to the craftsman level to do so. But once we do, we'll be able to. Look at this. It's like the perfect fire pit. Like, it's already there. Just like a circular area in the sand. Like, that's why I like this. It's also my own personal tiny island right here to have it all set up on. And then you got the big island behind it. It's like storage island behind there. Or resource island. That's what I called it. Sorry, resource island. Well, it's over there. Resource island. Got this tiny one for me. Resource island. Behind there.
Yeah!
I'm on that boat. I'm on that boat. Oh yeah. Wow. First find is a flashlight. That's crazy. Like, that rarely happens as a first find. And then we get a hammer. And then we start with the vehicle parts right there. That's the first set. There's 2 already. I'm telling you, we find way more than that. We pretty much find the rest of it. I'm looking for my axe right now. I don't know where it is. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Did I drop it in the water? I looked on the boat. It wasn't there. Yeah, it's not there. It's not in there. Did I accidentally put it in the container? Nope. Nope. Nice try, though. I didn't even go over there. Why'd you look over there? It's a good question. Yeah, for some reason I thought it'd be there, but if we look down, you'll see what I'm talking about. What's that? Oh my, it's in the water. Suddenly, I'm like, ooh, squirrel, and then I go over here and grab a crate. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. There you go, you seen that? Vehicle parts. And I got 3 fuel pumps. I don't think I need that many, but at least 2. But the rest of it's there. Here we go with this crap. What's this No Man's Sky with the full inventories? Come on, man. Looks like gyrocopter parts too, so not only is it vehicle parts or for the engine, it actually, some of that's for the gyrocopter as well, so it's the helicopter. So not only do we get boat motor, we got gyrocopter in the same island. It's crazy. And we got binoculars, we got a flashlight, like a hammer that we don't have to make, which means you can build stuff already. To me, this island was one of the better starts I've had on any of the Stranded Deep playthroughs, just in general. Because this harder island's usually garbage, to be honest. You get occasional, oh, this one's okay. Some extra stuff on here. Maybe you go on with 3 yucca plants. It happens. But that's about a highlight. And, maybe you'll have a stone outcrop where you can mine. That might be on there too, with maybe 1 or 2 yucca plants, or maybe no yucca plants sometimes. It had potatoes on it, though. It's not every island has potatoes. It has fruit on there. So you can regrow some stuff here. I mean, it's got potential. It came with some planks. Actually, 2 sets. Just 1 away from the plank holder. You can hold 3 crates. So, now I'm noticing there is a shortage in those after a while. So I was trying to go for getting 4 more ropes so I can make the ability on this island to make cloth, right? Because all I need was 4 of those to make the loom, okay? We haven't got that unlocked yet. I'm jumping ahead. Sorry, that's next. Right, we haven't even been able to make that. So we're going to craft some spears up, and then we have the ability to do so. So, who is that close? I thought about doing that, but I'm like, you know what, here. It's right here. Boom level. We're just ready. That's simple. Which literally unlocked the other things I was just mentioning. Yeah, as you can see, there's cloth there now. That means the loom's unlocked. Yep, we got the smoker unlocked, the water still, all that. All the way down to the furnace. Which is amazing. That was 1 more level and just unlocked. You seen what I had before that? I unlocked a whole nother section, almost. Just one craftsman. Wow. Yeah, it's starting out pretty decent on this island, I will say. So this is the island hopper where, like I said, the rules apply to build whatever we can on each island and survive on each island. That's the idea. Well, technically, I originally started it a few years ago on my other channel, to where I didn't have a home island, literally wandering the whole time. So, we mainly lived on the boat, because you could have the sleeping bag. Gave you the ability to save on the boat. So I get off the boat, go to these islands, build up some stuff, maybe add on the boat, whatever we did, and then move on, like, to the next. It literally was just utilizing each island for the next thing, which is what I was going to do here, but I realized that this game has updated a lot since then. This was before they added a bunch of good updates where you couldn't even do piles yet, couldn't even do co-op yet. I'm just saying, the game's changed a lot since then. I did that to add, like, variety to this game, because it was quite boring before. I think that was before you could even change, like, or before you could island edit, like, where you make the really big islands, or change all the islands, and edit those out individually, and then you can do the whole wipe, like I just did here, where I put in the random number, and it gave me, which is a preset map, basically. It's random, but each number is different. It's crazy. There's so many of them. I've never looked into those numbers, because I know there's some good ones out there, believe me. But, pick a specific one, because all these islands are packed. There is one that I know of, but I don't know the number, but I've heard if you pick that one, like, they're all the bigger islands, it's all packed with all the resources. It's legit, but I'd have to look up that number. It would probably be the ideal one to play through on and then beat the game on, but, that's still the hope and dream. I hope I get it one day. Yeah. I'm basically just waiting on my normal saves hunting to get all the way up so I even go attempt. If I even attempt to fight these bosses, I'm not going to have my damage low and not full potential, Because once I get the best spears, which I typically don't want to waste on them, you want a bunch of the terrible spears so if you miss. You can also get the spears back off of them while you're fighting them. Grab them, reuse them. So yeah, there's that, but like, so I'm saying, if you miss, you miss. And when I last tried it was real glitchy. I don't know if they've updated the crap out of that or what, but they used to be glitchy. They've also changed the boat, right? The raft, whatever. It used to be where the sharks could flip you over. Like, they could. They bump into you, flip you over. It's not a thing anymore. The bosses, I don't know if they do now, but they used to clip through the boat. It's BS. Like, they would literally, like, what was it, the giant squid or the giant eel, whichever one, would literally phase through the boat like it wasn't there. So he would hit me on the boat, even though I was protected by the boat, where he can't hit me, and he would go through the boat and hit me, do damage, as I'm trying to fight him. Like, it was unfair. This is why I couldn't beat the game, because I kept dying on this one boss. He kept cheating in my ass. Like, I'd get close, and he'd phase through the boat and kill me. I'd be out of bandages, I'd be out of spears, whatever went wrong on each try. Another playthrough I had was, I found out, I don't know if it's still a factor, but it used to be a glitch. If you would attempt to mess with that boat, on the boat there, where the plane is, and pre-set up before you even fight any bosses, it would void out the ability to beat the game thoroughly. For some reason, if you started setting it up before you did any of the bosses, it wouldn't allow you to fully stock the food, the fuel, build the plane up. That's right, you gotta build a plane even though you're building a boat and gyrocopter. I'm saying. There's steps all the way up to that. If I don't really show the menu, but if I did, it would show all that. It's obviously not locked yet, but... So yeah, if you do that early, it would just void the whole opportunity at the end. You could beat all the bosses. and you wouldn't be able to beat the game because you already played with it. And instead of adding this stuff afterwards, like you're supposed to do. So that my second one was why I didn't do it. The third one, I didn't even make it that far into it, and I gave up. The one that I started this channel with, it was my fourth try at actually trying to beat the game thoroughly and beat, the bosses. Stuff like that. Get it actually done. I've had random playthroughs, like I said, the island wanderer thing and all that stuff. That's more like side story where I just play around. Sorry I'm ranting, I'm just trying to be alright with them in the long run. It's just started out not great. So, trying to be better. Trying to not... This is one of the few survival games I haven't beaten, which is... That already irritates my soul. Being as I do a lot of survival games. I mean, it's not all I do, but I'm just saying. I do invest a lot of time in those type of games, so to not be able to finish one to me is like a slap in the face, so... I don't know. If you're a first-person shooter fan and you can't beat a certain game, does that make you angry? It probably does. So, I mean, it's a similar situation where, oh, these other ones just destroy them and I show the game how to play itself and how it's done. Then this one, we get stuck on these details. Never finish. Just dumb. Sorry, it really is.
Yeah, yeah.